Here we go. This is Night of the Living Dead. Wanted to do a commentary on this for a long time, and we're finally here for the 12th anniversary doing this. Let me just adjust this here. There we go. Just wanted to adjust this so nothing's completely cut off here. I'll just move it like so. And this is the Criterion collection, so. You guys hear the movie loud and clear? So this was shot in Pittsburgh, and my buddy John, who is in the Navy, is actually stationed out in Pittsburgh now. And you know, now when I visit him, I'm curious. I want to go to the cemetery and check some of the stuff out, and even the mall. But the mall is actually about an hour and a half away from the cemetery, so it is actually further away. But it's stuff I really want to check out and explore, even though it's completely different than what it was. I remember the first time I actually saw this movie. The first time I saw this movie was probably, I bought it in one of those weird Walmart bargain bins, like the bins that would have like all of the, you know, crappy movies but the thin cases. And I still have the disc over there. I found it like recently, the same disc. It was probably, who knows who put it out.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, you know that she can't. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
No candy.
We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, this kind of gets right back in. When we saw this in the theaters, it was so cool. Yeah, Dave. Me and Dave, Brandon, Tyler, a couple other people, we actually saw this in Philly 4 or 5 years ago at the TLA in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We watched it in a theater, and there was a guy who was drunk swinging a chair around and almost hit my friend. And we got free tickets. 9-hour stream, yes.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Yeah, the music's awesome. The drunk guy. Yeah, I know, Dave, right? Never fails.
There it is.
Thanks, Dave. Take care, brother. Thanks for stopping in. You ever go to the Exhumed Film Festival in Philly? I haven't.
I wonder what happened to the one.
I like to check it out, though.
Each year we spend good money on these things.
Too bad that drunk guy missed. Jesus. God.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up.
Sell it next year.
Wonder how many times we bought the same one.
50p from Raf B. Good day to y'all. Thank you, Raf B. Your brains for church, huh? Just got me an OG complete RE2 for $30. Nice, RWK. Good stuff.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church.
Praying's for church, huh?
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree.
Remake Barbara, this over this Barbara. Yeah, I agree, Perry. This Barbara is still classic, but I definitely love the remake.
We used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
Classic line.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It's perfect.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
Coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Johnny! He put the gloves on like he was a Zodiac killer. Yeah, he did. And the attack. Immediately. Gets right into it. And I like how he's wrestling with him. It's not even like he's necessarily trying to bite him, but he's just like wrestling with his ass. Ooh. Yep. Just like that. Johnny Boy's dead. And as the thunder kicks in, which is great, is the chase scene. Still a big fan of everything this movie started. When will the remake be public domain? I don't know. Never. That was them trying to get that copyright, you know, trying to make some money off of what they could copyright, you know. I like this car scene here. I like that the brick literally just like hits Romero while he's like trying to film it in the seat. Something really cool about that. Boom. It's incredible how clear this Criterion stream looks. Not stream, but Blu-ray. But what I am streaming for you guys is the Criterion. And I like that, like, whoever's car they're using, he got into an accident, so that's how they got around that right there. The tree hit to kind of make that zoom in, you know, to kind of make it look like it was legit. Little movie magic there. Thank you, Fluffy Teddy. And so he sees the farmhouse. He's coming. He's coming for you, Barbara. It always starts with an abandoned house somewhere. I just love how this house looks, though, with the black and white and everything like that. Obviously, you can tell it's raining out. Shit's hitting the fan immediately. Yeah, this is what started it all, man. Resident Evil would not be here. The flesh-eating zombies, as we know, would not be here. Is that an inspiration to Ethan's arrival? Pfft, that's probably more Texas Chainsaw, but this is the inspiration for everything. I'm a legend for showing this. Hey, man, I'm just trying to do a little commentary, chat with you guys. Talk about the movie, too, so if I don't look at the chat as much, just because I'm trying to make this commentary a little interesting with my voiceover in it, because there's a lot of commentaries on this, so, you know. This is her looking around, checking around the place. Really gives you an idea of, you know, where this movie is going to take place. There you go, taxidermy. That's in the Spencer Mansion. There he is. He's trying. He's pissed. He's like, oh! Fucking clothing blinds, fuck it. Holy shit. Why do I have 241 people all of a sudden? What the hell? 244? Holy shit. Who the hell? Am I seeing that right? Our views just shot right the fuck up. 232 people in here. Hit that thumbs up. They're coming to get Barbara. Yeah, it says we got 257 watching right now. Holy shit. I don't know where all those people came from, but we're here. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Thanks for coming by. And there it is, the dead body that freaks her out. Now it's 260. Holy shit. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming in. There he is. Ben. They're coming to get me, Anthony. Like the zombies are just trying to get Barbara and Ben right here. Look at this. Well, we got 255 people in the live chat watching this commentary. That's awesome.
It's all right.
It's going down for some reason, but I don't know where that came from.
Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
Yep, and fixed camera angles. All cinematic.
We can get some gas. Is there a key? I suppose you've tried this.
It's like, yep. 188 all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know why there's just like a influx of views. I was like, what? Where the hell? Now it's at 161. It's like going back down. I don't understand. YouTube's just playing with us. Tony Todd is the best Ben, says Perry. I do like Tony Todd's, but I like both Bens, to be honest.
We've got to get out of here. We have to get to where there's some other people.
In this, though, she just plays very scared and shocked, and
Some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
when Barbara plays the music box, it's very RE3 Clock Tower. It is. The blood dripping on the hand. This is great right here. Oh, yeah, Tony Todd is playing Venom. Okay. Barbara's not ready for this.
What's happening? What's happening?
They're like, fuck the lights.
Two of them.
We have to go back out and get Johnny, says Cannibal. Yeah, that's basically what she says.
Have you seen
That's
them
what she
boys?
does in this movie.
Take care of those two.
I
I know you're afraid, but we have
I
to.
don't know. What's happening?
He's just like, bitch, you're useless. I like this, though. He just goes out and he's just like, all right. Now you're going to get it. It is like the Baker's house. But I would say the Baker's house is more like Leatherface's house. Just because of the cannibal stuff that's already in there. With this house is just more like vacant and then they hold up in there. But very Resident Evil 1, if anything. But I guess RE7 is like Resident Evil 1, so it all goes back. Mark Summers from Double Dare. Look at this guy. Hello. He's coming in for the kill. That's a funny shot right there. Barbara's just freaking out, being useless. Oh, man. Gotta grab the weapon. This is what's, solidifies hitting him in the head to kill him. Right here. Boom. Good old Hershey syrup for the blood. Works perfect for any black and white horror film.
They know we're in here now.
It's like, oh.
Don't look at it.
Dun, dun. I just love that. Don't look at it. That is creepy, though, the shot of the eyes. And now he's got to burn it. It's the only way. The quality is so good on this Blu-ray just for these night scenes here. But obviously, if you're watching this, or listening to it, you can watch it on whatever. But if you're watching the video version, I actually have the video pulled up with this commentary, so. He's like, son of a bitch. Ben's out here fucking slaying people already.
Get some more lights on in this house.
There's Sherry's just freaking out even more. Can't take it. Sensory overload for Barbara. And Ben's going to be the man barricading this shit down, holding it down.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up.
This Ben does more than drunk Leon. Yeah, yeah.
God damn.
At this point.
Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the
So this takes place in December
We're going to board up the windows
of
and the doors.
68 or 67.
We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us.
I can't even see what that year says in the back.
Now,
It's supposed to take place in December, though.
So I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay?
I always kind of associated this movie with like summer, because that's like when I saw it. When I first saw this movie, it was like 4th of July, you know, week, or you know, it was summer 2000, you know, 4 or 5, something like that. And like I said, I bought that DVD, and that was my gateway into seeing the Night of the Living Dead. Then from there, I got Dawn of the Dead on PSP, the original, and was still going to the video store and just renting a bunch of horror and just knowing this. This is a great scene right here. Very creepy. I love this. Getting all the resources together. OG Day of the Dead. Yeah, gotta love the originals. Barbara does have the usefulness of a Dead Rising 1 survivor. That's not far off, to be honest. The one that steals the show here is definitely the character Ben. As you see, she can't even handle a hammer smacking a nail without wincing, so she's only so useful, you know.
Not that strong. Yeah, I want you to pick out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find.
But Dwayne Jones, man, he fucking kills it in this film. He steals the show.
Pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors.
Grab my drink real quick.
Those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out.
Beekman's Diner. Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it was like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Could still hear the man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me.
This is a great story here.
It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except by now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things just standing there staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move. They didn't run.
Thank you, Elmer Raffalo. Discovered the channel mid-2021 and mind blown. That's 12 years old. Happy anniversary, Ltre. Thank you.
Scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding.
And that's when you get an insight to how they're operating, how they're moving.
John. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny. And he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And
You can see the tear streak on her face. Like, that's how good this transfer is.
it's hot in here. Hot. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late." Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just
Keep calm.
And I looked
Stop
up,
working yourself up.
and I said, "Goody." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!" And he wouldn't let me go.
We have to go. We have to wait for Johnny. I love that.
We better go out and get him.
Go out and get Johnny.
He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him.
He's like, this bitch is crazy.
Please, we have got to go get
Survival first. Gotta barricade it.
help me. Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
Your brother is dead.
No, my brother is not dead.
That always gets a laugh. Like, every time I see this with an audience, just her getting fucking pummeled. It's like, bitch, you're hysterical. Smack. He's like, well, fuck it. I was already on my own anyway, so...
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified...
I love that. Unidentified assassins. This is so good. Because, like, this is how they would report it, you know? Like...
or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being...
It's just like you're kind of getting the information from the outside inside this isolated farmhouse as he's barricading it. It's just great because it's giving you the... It's building, you know?
really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against.
Is that radio up for pre-order? No.
The reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff's deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice
Hyperkin's making that radio right now. Yeah.
official sources is for private citizens to stay
The Night of the Living Dead exclusive radio. This is Ben just getting something to burn the chair. Get them away from it. Because it's pretty obvious they don't like lights. They don't like some, you know, fire, lights.
instructions as this crisis develops further.
Head attacks take them down.
Office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes.
Don't go home.
However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to stay.
Especially at the time the movie came out and how these are creation of the Romero zombies. The audience is just as isolated as the people in the house. It's true. You don't know what the hell's outside at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the S.T.A.R.S and joint chiefs behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference, says there will be
Barbara or Ashley? Damn, I don't know. That's a pretty good one. I would say Ashley's probably the most useless because she actually does nothing. At least Barbara, she was able... I mean, she did crash a car into a tree, but she was able to at least make it into the house. I don't even know if Ashley knows where the fuck she is half the time. And here we go. I just like how Ben gets down to business. He doesn't fuck around. He just starts barricading it. Like, he does exactly what he needs to do.
We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement
Ashley, you could toss in a dumpster. Barbara, you would have to put, like, yeah, like if Ben was Leon trying to, like, transport Barbara, that would be just as bad as Ashley.
tell the people, for God's sake, to get off the streets. Tell them to go home and lock their doors and windows up tight. We don't know what kind of murder-happy character.
That probably would have took him, like, half the time if he had someone who was actually helping. Call Tom Savini and see if we could stream his version. Yeah. That'll be Scream Factory. They'll copyright strike my shit. Or whoever put whoever put out that Blu-ray. They'll be the ones that copyright my shit.
People who look like they're in a trance and things that look like people but act like animals. Some eyewitnesses tell of seeing victims who look as though they had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of the slaying of a family of 7 in their rural home near Gulfport.
Well, I do like the remake. I mean, I still like this film. I still think this is a classic. And I can always go back and watch it multiple times, do a commentary on it like this. I remember showing my friends the VHS tape of this too. Because my dad had this on VHS at one point, and I didn't even know about it. Then I found the VHS. Like I said, I got the DVD.
Bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh, and
when
these.
it became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This
that
place is boarded up pretty solid now.
in nature. However, as these
We ought to be all right here for a while.
dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
a
was
gun, bullets,
run of lawlessness,
food, and the radio.
A video game based off the first film. Resident Evil, basically.
Bound to come and get us out.
creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Cautious of any suspicious strangers, and keep tuned to your radio until
She's pretty much in shutdown mode.
and further details of this continuing story
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
goes on in the absence of any law.
but I'm going upstairs now.
It's almost as though some critical balance of
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll
Shrek the
take care of
musical.
it.
It's essential.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their
Partially devoured by their murderers. It's like, wow. Look at the blood on the wall. Like, that's so Resident Evil. She does kick ass in the Tom Savini remake. I do like that Barbara way better than this one, I would have to say. Gotta head out, and again, thanks for the awesome stream and the 12 years of content. LTRE forever. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, dude, Verseal.
prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they killed. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each
Eating the
report.
flesh.
It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, But these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you. Reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening. It would appear that
And
this wave of
there they are. There's Cooper and his gang coming out of the cellar.
Hold it! Don't shoot! We're from town. A radio.
County, Pennsylvania. The Butler County Sheriff has verified
And this takes place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as most of George Romero, or all of his films.
no further details available at this time. However,
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up here?
How were we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody that needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more of
The
it.
racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this?
Look,
this-
mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out where it
This is just the classic, like in any zombie scenario, this pretty much started the cliche. It started from here, folks. The whole,
You're in.
you know, guy that is here, that's in an
Telling you they can't
immediate,
get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things
you know,
turned over our car.
he's on the opposite fence. He's on the opposite of Ben.
Those things can't
He's on a
be
completely different
those
wavelength here.
His wife and kids downstairs. The kids hurt.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we could fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got a million windows up here. All these windows. You're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if there are that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know.
Yeah, he's like the OG Dario.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no
Hanging with
They'd be
Mr.
done
Cooper.
for. We can get out of here.
But yeah, it's always the disagreement. It's always the rift between the group,
But down
right?
there with no windows,
And after a time when you're together and you're with that person that wants to have it his way, in a zombie apocalypse, you're going to be fucking, you know, butting heads and shit's going to go down. And I like that this starts that rift here.
you know how many zombies
Never be on the same page. And it rips them apart because they can't cooperate.
You two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide.
Because he was here first, so he's going to make his, you know, his decision.
I'm not gonna unlock it again, no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we
All
have
modern
to.
zombie media came from this
If we
movie.
decide to
Absolutely.
stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So
There was
that's
voodoo
at least
zombie
consider
movies
this
before
one.
this, like White Zombie and stuff like that. And that again, really good movies.
If you box yourself in this cellar and those things get in the house...
Flesh-eating zombies, right here,
at least I
baby.
figure you have a fighting
Right here.
chance.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Love the hit sounds and the hands getting all mangled. This right here, look, the hands coming through the wood. It's literally Resident Evil right here. This is Resident Evil 2. The hands coming through the windows. Right here. And this shows you, again, this feeds into Ben's story when he's shooting into them. They're spraying bullets and they just kept coming at him. And this shows you right here. Gotta hit him in the head. Bam. Another indication of the immediate head stopper. I love that shot too, just all them walking. Oh, it's naked, no. Yummy.
We gotta fix these boards. You're crazy. Those things are gonna be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in your damn cellar. Get out of here!
Let's go down in your fucking cellar.
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him? Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards.
You know, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Damn right his mind is made up.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
You're gonna let them get hurt too, huh?
It's all right, honey. Go ahead. If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good.
Yep, you're right, Perry. Cooper is Dario. He's the OG Dario.
Mr. Cooper,
And he set even the tropes in other movies where it's, again, the whole, like, it became a generic thing where it was like a guy that would, you know,
Hey, kid.
cause a rift in the group or have a different opinion on what was going on in a horror situation. That all came from this, really.
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
Well,
The zombie using the severed hand as a drumstick in the remake was awesome.
What about Tom and Judy?
they want to stay up there, let them.
Yeah, this is the wife.
There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
As you find out, their daughter is sick.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right.
We'll see.
When they come begging me to let them in down
They said
here.
they're going to let me in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off.
She's
that door.
this is the best part too. Like when she's like, "Come on, now you have to let us up there." He just starts freaking out.
If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon? We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper, Ben found the television set upstairs.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
It's at a disagreement already.
Will you do it?
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay. Talk about someone who is almost as useless as Ashley. James. Cameron May's into the mom. He said the mom is hot.
The mom is hot.
Yeah.
She's all
They got some cute girls to play. These chicks back in the day.
upstairs now.
Can't believe that mom's with Cooper. Ugh. All the boys are thirsting for Mrs. Cooper. This chick's so gone, she's fucking feeling the fabric. They probably think she's like tripping.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Tessie, messy. Oh, ow.
She's gone.
Ow!
Don't be afraid of me. I'm just lighting a cigarette.
I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
She's like a scared cat.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here.
There's a million weak spots up here. It's like, motherfucker, you weren't doing any of the work. Like, Ben did all that work.
Brother was killed.
Her brother was killed. She's whacked out. This group's already weak and falling apart. Doesn't take long.
I can't see a damn thing. There could be 50 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here. You better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem.
Here we go. This is a classic broadcast.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up! In all parts of the country. A wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
Partially devoured.
I think we have some late word of just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died
have been returning to life, committing acts of murder.
A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does
seem to be a fact. That's just classic.
When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed.
Don't stay inside for safety. Just leave.
Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide...
Whether we're keeping people at their jobs away from their families, like, come on, you can't leave. Now we gotta leave.
Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the president. Since convening,
The key to all their problems is that right there, the gas pump. That leads to pretty much half the group dying and then getting fucked up.
why are space experts being consulted about an earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got...
This is interesting here.
That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it.
Radiation.
Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering?
Could be caused by radiation. Interesting. I like that they poke around with that, but they never really say why, you know, and I like that.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection. A definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been
irrefutably explanation that we have at this time.
In other words, it is the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until
This is, until we review this.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next...
Everything that's being done. It's being done.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between
A definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Cannibal says the only explanation we really get from the Romero trilogy, and it's just hypothetical, really. Exactly. Like, it's hypothetical, but it's not really. It's just kind of there.
Will there be a reply for the
Later?
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a report this afternoon.
So perhaps there will be a report, a
Later.
report. Will you close the window?
We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
To solve this problem. It's the Blues Brothers.
Hoping to get some further explanation of this.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get care in there, we could get help for her.
Romero is one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement.
Yeah, see, in Remake, they made it
It's pretty strong.
their family's house. It was his uncle's house.
We've got a sick child
and that's what he finds dead. So they connect the house to the family, like farmhouse. With this, it's like it was abandoned, found the body.
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injuries.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about the basic...
Look, you go down there and tell Judy. Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and
You tell Judy.
Kid, all right?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't said anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after...
Cremation. Gotta burn him.
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make suitable arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts at a funeral service.
And there's the Crimson Head concept right there, burning the bodies. So they don't come back as Crimson Heads, even though they don't really have Crimson Heads in this movie, but...
Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make Molotov cocktails and hold them up while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. Or maybe a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. Better be this door. It's closer to the truck.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy.
While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I.
This is it. This is the Operation Fuck Up right here. Burn 'em, boys.
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktail.
And then you put faith in Cooper,
Tom, you and I will have to unboard.
who already doesn't want to work with this plan to begin with.
You hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. All right, let's move it.
Here it is. You could see it in his face. He's like, it's just the panic. Everything's seeping in. Everything's seeping in.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? How many do you have done?
Cellar door.
We gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom, are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe
For only
now,
so long.
but there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
Listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing.
He's like, this.
It's not
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey.
Well, you're gonna come with me, and we're gonna
Big smile.
we're gonna put on this barbecue together.
Boy, you're sure no use at all, aren't you? We've got work to do. And you.
Hell yeah, pizza face. Good old Donnie Darko. Again, can't really get over
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
how good this transfer looks.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh,
I'd like to leave. Yes. Barbara wakes up after being asleep for like 35 minutes. Not really being asleep, but not really being all there. This is it.
Good luck.
The look of doom. And in this moment, they knew, putting their faith in Cooper, they fucked up.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss him.
This was the front of the DVD, too. All them standing out front right here. Before he throws a Molotov. I like the reaction to the fire. Let's give a bunch of ribeye steaks. Torching him. Already sloppy.
I'm going with him.
Get back in the cellar. Not the panic. Already flustered.
Well, you're coming, come on. Get in.
Got this, Ben. Hate the fire. Earth, welcome to Earth 2, motherfuckers.
key won't work. Watch it.
Oof.
Watch the torch.
Stupid on his part.
You gotta get away from the pump.
And they fucked up.
Hang on. No! Drive your crazy, get out of the truck!
And where is Frank Weston when you need him? Because these motherfuckers are about to enter the barbecue zone.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
My jacket's caught. Well, you're dead. 2 down. And a broken up group to go. If she didn't come with him, he probably would have lived. So many of them. Rest in peace, scuffed Jim Carrey, says Perry. It's barbecue time. What's up, Irish Spring? Is that Sean? Is that Sean I see? He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And you know the beating's coming. You know it's coming. All the anger has been built up at this point. Even after this. As soon as it's fucking boarded down. He just gives him that look like, yep. Punch. He's pissed. It was built up for too long. He's just like, you know what? I'm beating the shit out of Cooper.
Drag you out there and feed you those things.
Bam, 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 bam. And they're fucked. And now it's feasting time. They're like, give me some. Got a twofer. Cooper is more brutal in the remake. I agree. They definitely wanted to up his brutality. I like that one zombie looked at the camera like, hello. First feasting scene here. Full on. Really cool.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet?
They're all screwed.
There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the key.
Johnny has the keys, guys. Come on.
Carry that child a mile.
We're not leaving without Johnny.
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
He's like, this bitch is crazy.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
They're getting restless.
Good Lord.
Marty, grab Cooper in the sports almanac. That's funny as hell.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls, this one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls.
Romero did predict the future, you're right.
Has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining
There it is.
since the brain of a ghoul has
The
been
head.
activated by the radiation,
This is when it's officially confirmed. Even though the movie kind of showed us that a little bit, destroying the brain. This is great.
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want to get...
The hillbillies aren't fucking around. And the chief,
How's everything going?
the man.
Things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them.
Yeah, they were ghouls in this. They weren't actually zombies. They were ghouls.
Yeah, okay.
Chief,
Until Ken Forey says it in Dawn of the Dead.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat him or burn him.
Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easily.
Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take?
Movie's been playing for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, that's pretty hard to
So we're getting very close to the ending.
We know when we find them, we can kill them.
I've been live for 10 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up. Best line in the whole movie.
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
It's a great scene.
official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain...
Oh, there goes the power.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down.
Now he's panicking.
I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
What? 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that
Still
window.
him trying to maintain dominance here. Now they're getting pissed. Nowhere to run. I got you boxed in. All he wanted was just something to eat. All Johnny wanted to do was start the car. That's all Barbara wanted to go. But yeah, this is a great scene too. Them just pummeling in on each other. Him still trying to get the gun from Ben. The music's great too. And he got what he wanted.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now. Move.
Oof. Now it's over. That's what he fucking deserves. Bastard. I love that. I love the gun smoke you just see. And to make matters worse, this is another great scene. We got their daughter, who's also dead, and a dead Cooper. What a perfect combination. Josh remembers watching this with his dad back when he was 12. Great memories. Yeah. I remember watching it with my dad and watching it just on my own as well. Realizing the impact that it started to have, as you get older. How impactful a lot of these old movies are. And Barbara decides to do something. Bam, right there. Karen killed him. Well, she did the final kill. And this is just brutal. Little kid just killing their fucking parents like this. Nothing like this was done before. This is just a classic scene. The cinematography is amazing, the lighting's amazing, and the sound effects, like right here. It's like the screams are all distorted. It's just classic. A little too late, Barbara. And there's Johnny. So she's gone. Goodbye. And there goes Barbara. Pretty much useless by the time she gets to the farmhouse here. Poor Ben's left to his own devices. Just like that. Just throws her ass down. Like, where's all the meals? Where'd all the meals go? He had enough stuff to barricade himself down there. I like how they're banging on, like, the wall, like, next to him, too. Like, there's nothing behind that wall. Like, fuck this painting. And this piano, too. Fuck it. The RE4 standoff in the cabin. Yeah, very much so. Itchy and tasty. That's a great shot right there. The final blow. I just like that. Just fucking out of anger, just fucking shoots him 2 more times, like, just to be sure, but also because he's fucking pissed. Like, he's had it at this point. He's just ready to die. He's just accepting it at this point. They're so worried about everything else, they don't even fucking find him. They actually never put the copyright on the film to begin with. It's not that it ever expired. That was the problem. That's why this kind of fell into public domain territory. White Zombie, the other, well, Zombie, the voodoo zombie film, is also public domain. So, this is just a great scene too. Just watching the team keep going until daylight the next day. Still going, still pushing on. Trying to clear out all these zombies. They got the search dogs. They got all the Pittsburgh hillbillies out there. Yeah, this is a great ending.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Right.
You go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. we should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, I'm going to check in the office, see what's happening.
All right, Steve. Tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Appears to be under control. Little do they know.
They need you down there by the barn. Okay. Some of these guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, sure looks like it, Tom.
Straight up barbecue. Cleaning house. They're not fucking around. He's a dead one.
Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
Build me a bonfire.
You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
And that's it. Just like that. Bonfire. And that is Night of the Living Dead. He does not make it. It's a very downer twist ending. That's it. Night of the Living Dead. We're so really cool to watch this movie. I lowered the volume a little bit just so I can talk. But yeah, really cool to watch this movie live. And obviously, I wanted to always do a commentary on this to some degree. I didn't know it'd be live, but I figured it'd be kind of cool to do something like this for the 12th year anniversary. So. Yeah, it's just it's a downer ending, but I kind of like it, to be honest with you. I like both endings. I like the original and the remake, so. You could have been like, hey, I'm not a zombie. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing. Light these torches. Night of the Living Dead. It is the Criterion Collection, and after about 10 hours and 26 minutes of live streaming, I am done here. So happy 12 years to myself. And obviously, thank you guys for hanging out and just enjoying the stream today. I mean, this is a all-day thing. So, thank you for all your donations, all your contribution. Really appreciated hanging out, getting everything done, failing on RE2 and playing on RE3. Tomorrow at around 3 o'clock, I will be live with the Resident Evil 2 Dice Lock stream. So stay tuned for that, and that's what we'll be doing. So 12 years and still going strong. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Ending bit of a naff shame. I don't know what that is. But that is Night of the Living Dead, so that was really fun to watch with you guys as a little treat, as a little surprise that I kind of kept from you guys. I thought this was a 20-hour stream. No, not a 20-hour stream, but I'll save that for a longer stream with more games and stuff set out to play. So it can happen. But yes, thank you guys so much for the love and support. And that's it for this stream, guys. So until then, we'll catch you guys in the next one. A big shout out to everyone that supports us on Patreon. With starting at just $1 a month, you get access to exclusive polls to vote on channel content, and with $5 and up, you get exclusive Patreon podcasts, live streams, and much more. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.